Have you ever found it difficult to understand native speakers because they use some kind of complex sentence structures that sound unfamiliar to you? If so, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, many English learners find it challenging to comprehend complex sentence patterns. But fear not. In this video, we'll be breaking down 9 special English sentence structures in a way that's easy to understand and remember. By the end of this video, you'll be able to use these advanced sentence structures with confidence and impress your friends and colleagues with your newfound language skills. So, let's get started. I couldn't help but plus verb in base form. I couldn't help but plus verb in base form is used to show that we did something involuntarily or had a strong desire to do something. For example, if we say, I couldn't help but laugh, it means that we laughed without being able to control it. The word but is used to emphasize that we had no other choice but to do the action.
I couldn't help but wonder. I couldn't help but wonder.
I couldn't help but smile. I couldn't help but smile.
It's high time plus subject plus verb in past tense. The phrase "it's high time plus subject plus verb in past tense" is used to indicate that something should have happened already, or that it is long overdue. It is often used to express a sense of urgency or necessity. The phrase can be followed by any subject and any verb in the past tense. The past tense is used to indicate that the action should have happened in the past, but did not. It's high time we left for the airport if we want to catch our flight. It's high time he paid back the money he owes me.
It's high time you learned. It's high time you learned.
It's high time you told him that. It's high time you told him that.
Adverb plus auxiliary plus subject. Inversion is a way of changing the normal word order of a sentence to emphasize a specific point or to express surprise or disbelief. Inversion is often used with adverbs that indicate time, place, or frequency, such as never, seldom, rarely, hardly, and only. The structure of inversion with these adverbs is adverb plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb. The auxiliary verb is used to form the inversion, and it comes before the subject. For example, never have I seen such a beautiful sunset. The word never is used for emphasis and is placed at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the auxiliary verb have, and then the subject I.
Seldom is it undeserved. Seldom is it undeserved.
Never have I seen one woman in whom every social grace was so lacking. Never have I seen one woman in whom every social grace was so lacking.
There is no plus noun plus but. The phrase "there is no plus noun plus but" is used to emphasize that there is only one option or possibility available. It is often used to express a sense of inevitability or to emphasize a certain outcome, and that there are no other alternatives. For example, there is no choice but to finish this project by tomorrow means that there is no other option or possibility except to complete the project by the following day.
There's no choice but to go. There's no choice but to go.
There is no choice but to meet as the shredder wishes. There is no choice but to meet as the shredder wishes.
As far as plus subject plus verb, this phrase is often used to indicate that the speaker's knowledge or opinion is limited and they are not making any definitive statements. It is often used to express a degree of uncertainty or hesitation. For example, in the sentence, "As far as I know, he is still living in New York," the speaker is saying that they think the person is still living in New York, but they are not completely sure. Similarly, in the sentence, "As far as I'm concerned, this is the best solution," the speaker is expressing their personal opinion about what they think is the best solution.
Meanwhile, as far as Jimmy knew, I was going along with the program. Meanwhile, as far as Jimmy knew, I was going along with the program.
As far as I'm concerned, you're all there is. As far as I'm concerned, you're all there is.
It's not that plus subject plus verb. The phrase, "It's not that plus subject plus verb," is used to express that a particular situation or action is not the main reason or cause of something else. This phrase is often used to provide a more accurate or complete explanation of a situation or action, and to avoid any misunderstandings or misinterpretations. It is a way to clarify the true reason or cause of something, rather than allowing someone to make assumptions or draw incorrect conclusions. For example, in the sentence, "It's not that I don't like seafood, I'm just allergic to it," the speaker is saying that they cannot eat seafood because they have an allergy, not because they don't like it. Similarly, in the sentence, "It's not that I don't want to come to the party, it's just that I have to work late," the speaker is saying that they cannot attend the party because they have work obligations, not because they don't want to go.
Ben, it's not that I'd save your life. Ben, it's not that I'd save your life.
It's not that I don't want to go with you. It's not that I don't want to go with you.
If it were not for plus noun phrase. The phrase, "If it were not for plus noun" phrase is used to express that something would not have happened or would not be possible without the presence or contribution of the noun phrase mentioned. It is used to emphasize the importance of something or someone in a situation or outcome. We often use it to express gratitude or acknowledge the help of others. For example, "If it were not for my parents' support, I would not have been able to achieve my goals," means that the speaker's parents played an important role in helping them achieve their goals, and without their parents' support, it would not have been possible. Another example is, "If it were not for the rain, we would have gone to the park." This means that because of the rain, the speaker and others were unable to go to the park.
If it were not for you, I would have never felt love. If it were not for you, I would have never felt love.
The store would be in shambles if it were not for her. The store would be in shambles if it were not for her.
More often than not. The phrase "more often than not" is used to describe something that happens most of the time, but not always. It implies that there are exceptions or situations where the thing being described does not happen. We use it to express a general tendency or pattern rather than a definite rule or guarantee. For example, "More often than not, I eat breakfast at home," means that most of the time, the speaker eats breakfast at home, but sometimes they might eat breakfast somewhere else. Another example is, "More often than not, the bus arrives on time." This means that most of the time, the bus arrives on time, but sometimes it might be late.
He's lost more often than not now. He's lost more often than not now.
More often than not, that notion is true. More often than not, that notion is true.
It's no use plus gerund. We use "it's no use" to imply that the action being taken is a waste of time, effort, or resources. It is often used to express a sense of frustration or resignation when faced with a difficult or hopeless situation. It's no use crying over spilled milk means that there's no point in getting upset over something that has already happened and cannot be changed. It's no use trying to fix the computer yourself if you don't know how. This means that if you don't have the necessary skills or knowledge, your attempts to fix the computer will be unsuccessful.
It's no use talking to the old Indian. It's no use talking to the old Indian.
Once Proc has his mind set, it's no use trying to stop him. Once Proc has his mind set, it's no use trying to stop him.
And that's a wrap on our video about 9 advanced special English sentence structures. We hope you found this lesson helpful and informative. Remember, mastering these sentence structures takes time and practice, so don't be discouraged if you don't get it right away. Keep practicing and incorporating them into your daily language use, and soon they'll become second nature to you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more English language lessons and tips. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy learning!